So you want to be a car hauler? Well, I'm going to tell you how it is to deal with some of these auto auctions that we pick up cars at right now.
Para mi gente.
What up? So yesterday, I was in Hayward, California. Yesterday I was in Hayward, and I actually made a rant video, but I wasn't happy about it. So I'm gonna make a new video and rant a little bit about Manheim Auto Auction, San Francisco, which is in Hayward, California. Why is it called Manheim, San Francisco, and it's in Hayward? I don't know, but it is. Anyway, so yesterday, I had 6 cars to pick up at Manheim, San Francisco, and Hayward. 6 cars. So usually how this works is they either email you the gate releases, or they send the gate releases to security, which never happens. You show up looking for your gate releases, and they're never there. That's typical. However, this time they were there. The gate releases were with security. So the security, let me tell you something. When you deal with security at any auto auction or anything like that, typical, probably dealing with security at a receiver when you take a dry van or a reefer, I'm sure same crap, right? Kind of sarcastic every once in a while. Think they're doing a favor to us, kind of short. Anyway, she was the same way. Yeah, here's your gate releases. Very short, not very friendly, but you don't want to make a big deal about it. You want to get your cars and you want to go, or get your gate releases, get your cars and go. But the cars were not at the main lot. They were at the sublots, which were closed. Sublots were closed. Why is the main lot open, the sublot is closed? I don't know, but they're closed. Cannot go till the next morning. So she told me, actually she wrote it down on a piece of paper. I had it, but I threw it away. But she wrote down on the piece of paper, she wrote the address to 2 sublots that the cars were at. One was at a sublot, 5 cars, and the other one was at a different sublot, 1 car. She said I can go to both of them at 6 a.m. Great. So at these auctions, sometimes there's parking, sometimes there's not. At this particular auction, there's no parking really. You have to find a parking on the street. It all says no parking, tow-away zone, but you still park there. Everybody does. What else you gonna do? So I parked there, thinking that cops are gonna come and bang on my door sometime in the middle of the night, but that didn't happen. I woke up at 4:45 a.m. to go do my 6 a.m. pickup, which was right down the street. Get up, have some coffee, eat a donut, whatever. In my case, eat a bagel, have some coffee, and then roll down the street to go get my car. So I show up at the first sublot. Absolutely no truck parking at all. You can't park there. I didn't even know you can't even pick up there, but the girl didn't tell me that. She said you could pick up there. So I go double park in the street. I have to park about 2 blocks up where the lane is ending, so I can be as illegal as I can be. Double park in the street, leave my flashers on, walk back to the place, and tell the guy that they told me that I could pick up this car there at 6 a.m. He said, no, we don't pick up cars here. We typically take them to you at the main lot. But he said, you're welcome to look and see if you can find the car. Well, I looked all over the place, couldn't find the car. So I went back. So I went to the second sublot. They never instructed me how to get there. The sublot is behind a bunch of warehouses. From the street you can see it, but when you turn at night, there's no way that you can see how to get in there. So I ended up going back to the main lot and waiting to 8 o'clock when they opened. But when I got back to the main lot, it was 6:50, like almost 7 in the morning. I seen security was already there, some stuff going on. So I walked down there. I took my papers that I had that the gal gave me and my gate releases, and I walked past the gate and I said, excuse me. And he goes, you didn't see the sign over there? And I said, what sign? He goes, the sign you just walked by. And And I said, no, I didn't see the sign. I didn't even look at it. He goes, well, go back over there and look at it. All right. So I go back, and it says hours of operation 8 a.m. to whatever. And that day happened to be an auction day, so they weren't even available till 11 a.m. So I was like, okay, I seen the sign, but I do have a question. Can you answer a question for me? He goes, I'll tell you what. He said, walk down, all the way down to the building, which is the equivalent of about 4 blocks. Go into the building, come back around the inside of the lot, come right back to me here, and I'll answer your question for you. Really? In my head, I just said, what an a-hole. You know, could have easily, the only thing I'm going to tell him is that I was told I can go over there. Obviously, I couldn't find a way to get into the other lot. Maybe he can instruct me how to do that. Or do I have to wait till 8 a.m. to get the car? Didn't answer my question. So I walked back to my truck, wait till 8 o'clock. I go to transportation at Manheim. The gal in transportation, the lady, wasn't the gal, the lady, she was actually nice. She took down my information, told me how to get to the other sublot to pick up the 5 cars. She told me that it's auction day. She can't do anything for me until after 11 a.m. But she was going to get the car moved back to the main lot for me, and that she would give me a call. So I went to the other lot. Security there was very nice, instructed me where I had to park. I loaded up my 5 cars. Then I went back to the main lot. They never called me. I tried to call them. It was about 1 o'clock in the afternoon now. They never called me. I tried to call them. I left them a message because they didn't answer the phone. So then 1 o'clock came, and they said between 11 and 1. I figured they'd never get the call, so I didn't even think the car was there. But I said, I'm going to go take a chance and see if the car's here. Went over there. They checked it in the computer, and they said, yep, the car's right over here in the sold lot. Got my car, loaded up, and I left. Now, my point to this, Manheim, is that, you know, any Manheim you go to, for the most part, the security are pretty rude. You know, I understand they got a job, they got to deal with transporters all day, but what about us? What do we have to deal with? We have to deal with DOT, highway patrol, local cops, local residents, places to park, places to try to deliver vehicles. We got people telling us, oh yeah, you can make it into our neighborhood. Oh yeah, there's no trees. We got to worry about trees. We got to worry about tight spots. I mean, there's so much stuff that we have to worry about. And we're not, at least I'm not coming off like a jerk to the security. So, hey, security, you know, why don't you practice a little bit of being nice? You know, being a little professional. If you're security or, you know, if you're professional security, be professional, be nice. I don't know, maybe you're not happy with your job. Maybe you need to go do something else if that's the case. But if you're going to work there and work with us, be nice because, hey, you know what? We have it tough too. And you know what? If you're nice, we'll be nice to you. At least I will. I don't know about the other transporters, the ones that I run into when I'm working. They're all typically pretty nice. Every once in a while, you'll get a bad apple, but we're all pretty nice. So be nice to us. Be professional. You know, we're the ones taking the cars out and bringing the cars in so you guys can, at Manheim, can make more money. So, you know, we're helping you secure your job. So be nice to us. We're not the bad guys here. We're actually trying to, you know, we're just trying to get there, load our cars or unload our cars and go. That's it. So, hey, Manheim, if you're underpaying your staff, step it up, pay them a little bit more money. I don't know if the security is private or is through your company, but you need to maybe go undercover and see how things are rolling because there's a lot of your employees on the lower end of the spectrum that are not very happy. So maybe you need to figure out what you can do to make them happy. And like I said, it's don't get complacent thinking that Manheim's never going to go down. That's what Kmart thought, and Walmart knocked them out of the park. All these dealerships that used to blow up their prices, you know, and put on addendum markups. You know what? A place like CarMax came by, and you know what? It's a great place to buy a car. They're pretty honest and pretty upfront about their one pricing deal. So, Manheim, step it up, be nice, and check on your employees. You know, they need your help. They do. They need your help on you know, showing them a little bit more about what they got to do in their job, teaching them a little bit more on how to be nice. Maybe pay them a little bit more money. I don't know. I don't know what the answer is. It's not my business. But you know what? Hayward is the worst Manheim of all of them. The worst attitudes there for the most part. Not every single body. Don't get me wrong. But a lot of them do. Anaheim is one of the best Manheims that I dealt with. But I've been to Manheim from Jersey to Pennsylvania. And typically, they're all freaking have attitudes. So Manheim, do something about it. Go undercover, check it out, and teach your employees to be nice, especially with us auto transporters. I mean, we're the dudes that bring the cars in, take the cars out. Be nice. Just my opinion, and that's all I gotta say. Talk to you guys later.